Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Thursday, February 12th, 2026. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, my husband, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world.
In 2026, we are celebrating the 41st anniversary of Hotspots magazine, with Queer News Tonight sharing over 11,000 stories and 11 million views so far.
We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies. We are proud to announce that Hotspots Happening Out is a beneficiary of the Florida AIDS Walk. Funds raised will be matched dollar for dollar in support of Hotspots Happening Out HIV policy reform and educational programs, including the MSM conference. We invite you to join Team Sunshine Cathedral in this initiative. Join us on March 21st to walk in support of the HIV community and along the Sunshine Cathedral team.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Bisexuals often feel unseen and misunderstood. In the article, this is the title of the article, Biphobia is sending our community back into the closet. QueerAF explores how persistent biphobia is stalling visibility. Despite bisexual identification tripling over the last decade, a recent dip in numbers suggests a lack of safety rather than a passing trend. Bisexual people face erasure in both the mainstream and within the LGBTQIA+ community, where they are often dismissed as not queer enough. This hostility fuels a severe mental health crisis, especially for bi women. Furthermore, the article critiques media tropes and notes that labels like heteroflexible are often emerge as a shield against biphobic stigma. To drive change, the QueerAF piece advocates for more bi-specific spaces and calls for genuine solidarity from the broader queer community to ensure all identities are celebrated and protected from systemic rejection. A very wise person once told me, it's my wife Amy, I don't know what it's like to be anybody but me. Now, I don't know what it is like to be bisexual, but if that's how you identify, however you identify, it's really, really important to respect that, accept that. I don't have to understand it or agree with it or anything like that. You say you're bi, be bi. That's fabulous. I have no problem at all with that.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. People are afraid of things they don't understand. They think if they don't understand them, they can't control them. If they can't control them, then that's the worst thing. I don't know what, but I know that I'm not bi. I know that I sort of flirted with saying I was bi as a step to coming out, and even hoping it was true. Now, meanwhile, I'm like 14. Like, don't judge me. I mean, I was a baby, but I'm just saying that it's a process to figure out who you are. And especially when no one, you don't have any role models, you don't have anybody encouraging, you don't have anybody, rooting for you no matter which way you go. And so it takes a while to figure it out. And if you've gone all that work and you say, this is who I've discovered I am, well, who knows better than you? Yeah. And so when people say, oh, pansexuals, they're just, they're just promiscuous. No, not necessarily. You can be a pansexual celibate. I mean, that's not what that is. And so with bisexual, oh, they can't commit, or they're really just, a gay person kind of halfway in the closet, or they're really a straight person who just got hurt and burned, and so they're whatever. All these silly things. Are you speaking from experience? Yeah. Well, then shut up. Yeah. Because you don't know. If you're not a sociologist who's done the research and you're not a person who's lived the life, what you got to say is a lot of nothing. And so I know that we say with the LGBTQIA+ community, and we need to be that. We need to be, you get to come as you are, you get to say who you are. If you get to discover there's another layer to you, you get to share that. And people get to live their lives and be appreciated for the uniqueness they bring to the diversity of this great big rainbow that we're in. So, yeah, I'm not a bi expert, but bisexuals are. So you tell me what it's about and I'll believe you.
Yep.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, I think I couldn't add anything more to that. I think we just, I know that I'm going to use the word queer to just get everybody in. We can eat our own sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Uh-huh.
And I think this is one of those examples where we can say we eat our own. And the opposite of we need to be making more room for more kinds of people,
yeah.
more and more and more. Because I can guarantee you, is once this pie, if this is a slice of pie and it's already sliced in the LGBTQIA, there's more room for more slices, and there's more room for these slices to come out and be who they are, and more space for us to welcome more people. I think as long as we are out there showing our diversity shows best when we welcome all who people are and who they say they are, and we respect that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
What do you lose by being nice ever?
Yeah.
That's a great question. And the answer is you don't lose a damn thing ever.
Yep.
I remember up in Jersey, our church had a men's group. And in the men's group, there was a bi guy. And it was interesting talking to him to learn about his walk. He was at the time and still is married to a woman, very, very happy in his relationship. And that was the question that the guys kept asking.
Yeah.
How can you do that? He said, it is how I'm wired. It is how my emotions are. And then the other question was, well, when you're with one particular person, are you longing for another person? And his answer was no. I love my wife. I am with my wife, and I will always be with my wife. But I also understand who I am and how I got to where I am. And just real quick, Wayne Brady apparently 3 years ago came out as pansexual.
Oh, okay.
So he said that, pansexuality falls under the bi umbrella. And he said it was funny that when he came out, a number of people in the Hollywood community would come up to him and say, welcome welcome to our community. So if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
And it's all right to be who you are 100% of the time. If it takes you, as long as it took Brady, it takes you that long.
Yeah.
It's a journey. It's a step by step by step.
And in a society where you're not really given a lot of information,
Yeah.
you do have to just work it out, and you're even calling it the wrong thing sometimes because you didn't know.
Right.
Yep.
Bisexual, by the way, means that you are attracted to both genders. I'm attracted to one gender, but that doesn't mean that I yearn to be with every man who crosses my path.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I've said, listen, I'm attracted to men, and I found the perfect one, and 25 years in and going for forever. So I assume it would be similar for bi people. Yeah, I'm attracted to men and women, and whoever I'm with, that's the one I found.
Yeah.
And we're happy. Just because I'm attracted to twice as many people as you're attracted to doesn't mean the one I've got is any less the one I've got.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's what it's. Now, pansexual, it's not even about the physical appearance or gender. It's you're attracted to the soul, the human, the person, the mind, the whole package. And it can show up in any package.
Right.
And so it's not really that I'm attracted to men and women, it's I'm attracted to a certain kind of person who could be a man or a woman. So it's a slight distinction there.
And he went through that whole conversation about just that. It's not male, female, it's not trans, it's not anywhere on the spectrum. It's what I see in that person that attracts me and that brings me to them. So that's a very important distinction.
In fact, I don't think sexuality is a choice. Obviously it isn't. But if it were, I would choose pan. That's what I'd want to be. That seems like the best. Like I just love this person, and I'm attracted to them as a person.
Yeah.
So if you got to pick, I'd pick pan.
There you go.
But you don't get to pick.
So instead you picked Robin.
It's how you're wired.
I'm just old-fashioned gay. Old-fashioned queer.
I was going to say, we're going to use a section of this episode for the will documentation. So just to ensure.
All goes wrong. And that's today with the Queer God Squad.
Before we go, I want to invite you to check our performing arts series.
And on February 13th, we'll be featuring Jay Rodriguez live. An OG Queer Eye for the Straight Guy star, cabaret performer, and musical theater actor will be right here in Fort Lauderdale at 8 p.m. Saturday, February 13th.
Finally, on February 28th, Adrian McGrady will be performing a range of musical styles, from jazz to electronic, on 5 different kinds of flute.
And remember, all of those can be found at sunshinecathedral.org/arts for your tickets. And you can also get an add-on for the Cathedral Pub. The Sunshine Cathedral Center for the Performing Arts offers the Cathedral Pub experience. The Cathedral Pub offers performance attendees an inviting space to gather and connect with friends prior to the show, or a place to be while waiting for the doors to open. Guests enjoy live music, beverages, and appetizers in a comfortable meet and greet environment while they await the start of their performance. On show nights, the Cathedral Pub opens an hour before each performance and closes 15 minutes before the show starts. Entry to the Cathedral Pub requires a separate purchase from your seat ticket, and the link can be found on the seat selection page. Be sure to purchase before checking out. There's a limited number of people who can get pub passes, so don't delay.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about. Please like and share this and other episodes of the Queer God Squad.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we're all in this together. Also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad.